Welcome students. So in the previous class we discussed about introduction to the welding process and various welding processes, and we discussed a brief introduction about gas welding process. So I said that acetylene is the fuel gas which is used in gas welding. So the question which I asked was how that acetylene, which is similar to your LPG, is used to melt metal, because the entire stove is made up of metal. Imagine the same gas used to melt metal, even metals which are higher melting point than that of the metals used in your stove. So gas welding can be used to weld steel, which is higher melting point than the brass, which is actually holding your gas stove. How it is able to melt the metal? Similarly, your cooking pot is made up of very thin metal, but how is possible? Because it is possible because of the process called as complete combustion process. We would have discussed this process in your cupola furnace itself. So in the operation of cupola furnace, as we discussed, external supply of air is provided to uh, provide complete combustion. Similarly, here also in gas welding, let me explain the process. So as you can see in the gas welding, two types of cylinders will be used. So as I said, this red cylinder is the acetylene cylinder, which is used as a fuel, whereas the black cylinder comprises of oxygen gas. So this oxygen is used to provide extra oxygen for combustion. So with the help of this extra oxygen, complete combustion will take place. Hence, high temperatures are generated. So temperature generated in this gas welding, depending upon the ratio of oxygen to oxygen to fuel. Based on that ratio, the temperature will be around 1200 to even 3500 degrees Celsius. So up to 3500 to 4000 degrees Celsius temperature can be obtained using this gas welding process. The same gas which is used in your household cooking can be used to produce such very high temperatures. So the reason for this is because of the complete combustion of the acetylene. So whenever oxygen is used, the fuel burns more efficiently. Hence, complete combustion of the fuel takes place and very high temperatures are generated. So that is the principle behind this gas welding process. So now we will discuss about the equipments which are used in the gas welding process. So as we discussed, fuel gas cylinder along with the pressure regulator. So I will discuss the function of pressure regulator in the upcoming slides. Then the welding torch, hose, and then trolley, etc. As you can see in this figure, both the cylinders are having a pressure regulator. So the purpose of this pressure regulator is to regulate the volume of gas coming out of the cylinders. So similar to your regulator which is used in your stove, which is just used for opening and closing. Here these regulators are used to control the supply of air coming out. And also another function of this pressure regulator or your LPG regulator is that it arrests the backflow of air. So whenever there is a fire occurring. So imagine in your stove or in this case, there is fire coming out of this welding torch. So this part is the welding torch. The fire is coming out of this welding torch. So what happens is that when the pressure is higher inside the cylinder, gas will tend to come outside. So air flows from high pressure region to low pressure region. So inside the cylinder, there will be always high pressure. So because of this, what happens is that air comes out. So imagine when there is gas depleted inside the cylinder, there is low gas inside the cylinder. What happens? Automatically, the pressure outside will be higher than the pressure inside. What happens? the air tends to get inside. So if that happens, what happens? Fire will go inside. If it goes inside, then accident may occur. So to prevent this, the pressure regulators are fitted with an equipment called as non-return valve, which is controlling the flow in a single direction only. What it means is that gas can only come outside. It cannot go inside. If it tries to go inside, it will be arrested. These types of non-return valves are predominantly used in your um, reverse osmosis systems in your home. Similarly, your petrol bunks, wherever gas fuel is used. Similarly, in your hydraulic equipments, wherever gas and fuel are used, their non-return valve will be used because it should not go inside. It should only come outside based on the application. Either it comes one direction only. The flow will be in one direction only. So this is a safety feature of this regulator, which is also applicable to your household regulator also. And similar and what happens here is that when the pressure from both air and oxygen comes out and the fire is generated, it is used to melt the welding plates together. So by melting and fusing, the welding process actually happens. So this is the working principle of this gas welding process. So I'll just give you a quick recap of this session. So we discussed about the gas welding process. In the gas welding process, we are using oxygen as well as acetylene. And we discussed about the purpose of pressure regulator and the welding torch and what happens during the welding process. So I hope you understood this lecture video. We'll meet in the next lecture video. Thank you.